Shalom, it's Apostle Rakar.
Apostle Ryan Love.
Yeah, and we back here again. We're doing another, like we say, do these impromptus. And this is called Staying Focused on the Mission. Okay, staying focused on the mission at hand. Okay, and that's what this is about. Brothers, you know, man, we living in some serious times right now. As we already did videos on it prior to that, we living in some serious hardcore times, man. And the thing for us to do is to just keep pushing out the scriptures. You know, it ain't no big fancy breakdown or no big fancy introduction, man. We got to stay focused on the mission at hand. And the mission at hand is breaking down these scriptures, primarily the prophecies, okay, the whole Bible, man, the history, the breakdown of the scriptures, going into the laws of the Most High, which is what we do. Whatever, different brothers do different videos, but I'm gonna be real with you. Really, the prophecies is the primary thing right now. Because that's the Apostle Tahar didn't say that. Look, the main thing is the prophecies. Prophecies. Because we living in the time of prophecies. But every once in a while, the Spirit will get on us to go into edification, whereas we might go into the law. You might see different brothers in GMS or whatever going to breakdowns on the law. You know, you might see Apostle Tahar and certain other apostles and elders. They might have they might go into the laws, and the Spirit will just have brothers going into that, man. Or brothers are going to the Hebrew, or brothers are going to the history. Sometimes we break down the history, depending on what the Spirit have us going to, and then link the history into the prophecies, into the scriptures, man. Okay? But right now, we got to stay focused. And the main thing is going on, teaching the Bible. Continuing on, man. We're soldiers. The Bible says, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. Which, you know, I did videos on that. Endure hardness as a good soldier. All this stuff we're going through, this is the hardness, man. You know, the spirits, the demons coming at us. Dealing with Esau every day, dealing with your woman. Whatever hell come your way, man. Your car break down, whatever, man. You ain't got no heat in your house, whatever it is, man. The spirits messing with you in your head, the actual angelic forces on the left-hand side messing with you in your brain. That's why you read Ephesians 6 and 12, or Ephesians the 6th chapter, and then you pray. And another thing, brothers got to pray. The reason why a lot of brothers get disenchanted or get messed up or get caught by the waves of Satan is because a lot of dudes don't be praying, man.
Yeah, that's your communication. You know, that's what keeps you strong and grounded in this truth too. You know, it's not just about going out there and breaking down the scriptures. You know, you have to build your personal relationship with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai too. You know, and part of that is prayer. You know, prayer is our spiritual connection. You know, like a baby. If a baby is in his mother's womb and that umbilical cord gets severed, that baby is not going to be able to get the nutrients to survive. So the prayer is like our spiritual umbilical cord between Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and us.
That's right, man.
I got a quick precept, you know, Apostle just quoted it. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. Now, when you're a soldier, there's a mission at hand. You know, if you have a war, the war is broken up into different battles. You know, but just because you won a battle doesn't mean you won the war yet.
Or skirmish.
Or skirmish doesn't mean you won the war yet, because the war is still going. So right now, spiritually, we're fighting a war right now, but the war ain't done yet. We've fought many battles, won many skirmishes, but the war is not done yet. You know, so there's a focus, there's a path that we still have to walk. You know, to be able to get to the finish line, which the finish line is what?
The kingdom.
The kingdom, salvation.
Yeah.
And a matter of fact, since I mentioned that, I want to read this real quick. This is the book of Philippians chapter 3, verse 12. Not as though I had already attained, either were already perfect.
Ooh, oh, man, read that again, please.
Not as though I had already attained.
Not as though I had already attained, meaning attained what? The kingdom.
That's right.
We have not attained the kingdom yet. Well, we got it on a spiritual level, meaning that the knowledge, thank you, because that's Matthew's 10 and 5. Famously, where Yahweh Shai said, what? Go and preach thee that the kingdom of heaven is at hand, right? So the kingdom of heaven is at, meaning that at that time, the kingdom was at, meaning it was right there. Meaning that when Yahweh Shai came the disciples received the knowledge. So like Apostle Tahar and broke this down many a times. This knowledge is actually the kingdom. The brothers coming together, the different camps, or Israel coming together, and people walking around here talking about we the Israelites, and teaching that we got to return to the laws of the Most High, and you got to grow a beard, you got to not eat pork and eat abomination, start keeping the laws. That's the flesh. Well, and then that goes into Ezekiel, the dry bones coming back on the body, meaning Israel coming back together, man. So what we're waiting for is the physical manifestation part of the kingdom, man.
Right, which begins with this truth.
That's right.
Because the truth is that the Israelites are going to be saved, and the words that are in this book here are going to be put into our inward parts in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right. Totally. When spiritually, it's in us already. The brothers that got this, but in the kingdom, we ain't going to go off.
Yep.
That's Ezekiel, pursuing to Ezekiel, I will take away your stony heart and give you the heart of flesh. The heart of flesh is an actual righteous spirit that Yahweh is going to put on us to where we ain't going to sin no more. Or Israel. Even the 2/3. So we haven't obtained basically the physical manifestation of the kingdom, meaning where we actually ruling, sitting up in castles, man, made of gold or silver or whatever, diamonds, having the so-called white man and the other nations in subjection, being able to beat the shit out of them whenever we want. That part hasn't actually come yet. We still got to get up and work for Esau. You still got to take shit from your woman. You know?
Still got to take the law on a lot of different things.
That's right. We got to take the high road. You can't just go out and bash motherfuckers' faces in like you would like to.
Yeah.
Certain people.
In the kingdom, we'll be able to do that.
That's right.
You know, we'll be able to defend our name, defend our integrity. You know, because what these scoffers and scorners are basically doing, they're attacking our integrity. You know, they're attacking our name. You know, falsely.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. That's right.
But you know what? That's all done to try to take you off that path or that focus.
That's right. That's why, if you brothers know the scriptures, and I always quote this in Matthew's, matter of fact, somebody get that for me. Where Yahweh Shai said, blessed are you when men shall revive. So just think about it, man. Everything that's going on is going on because it's all prophecy. See, once again, the prophecy.
Yeah. It all goes back to that word prophecy. No matter what it is, whether it's something in the law, whether it's something in the actual prophecy, whether it's judgment, you know, whether it's the kingdom of heaven, everything centers around that word prophecy. That's what the scriptures say, that Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right. That's right. Somebody, you read what you got first, then we'll get to Matthew's.
All right, this is Philippians 3:12. Not as though I had already attained.
Not as though I had already attained, because we're still on the mission. The war's not over yet. The war is over when the missiles hit this place.
Right.
And Lord willing, we be of the elect. And you get, Yahweh Shai say, come up hither, and you make it into that chariot, man. And then you come down at that chariot in the new bodies, new spirit. And that's going, at that point, you attained it, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Then you can say you made it.
Then you can say you made it.
He says, either were already perfect.
Either were already perfect. Ezekiel, I will take away the stony heart and give you the heart of flesh. That's when we're going to be perfect. We're not perfect yet. We're fighting for perfection. We're striving toward that perfection. Okay? That's why we still go off. That's why we need Yahweh Shai. Because if Yahweh Shai was perfect, if we had already attained that perfection, then we wouldn't need Yahweh Shai to come back and deliver us, man. All right, come on, brother.
It says, but I follow after.
So stop. That means guys that's always condemning another man, those are people that speak as if they're perfect.
Right. Yeah. That's why the scriptures say, thou art inexcusable, O man, wherein thou judgest another, because the thing that you're judging them in, you're guilty of the same thing. You know?
That's right.
It says, but I follow after, meaning you on that mission, you on that focus. Right?
And that's why a lot of you brothers, okay, got to get into watching them war movies, man. Now, you sisters out there, right, because they always say we get on the women. I know through the spirit of Yahweh Shai that there's a lot of you so-called sisters out there, or women out there, that actually follow us. Regardless of all the madness, There's actually women out there, so-called sisters, that are actually watch us and follow us, and support us.
And that's the hard thing to believe, because man, we out of all the camps out there, we're the hardest camp on the women.
That's right.
It's not just because of us. It's because that's what the scriptures say. And we're taught and we're told to teach the whole doctrine, everything in the scriptures, not just what is pleasing to the ears of people, because that's coming deceptively.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, world-friendly doctrine.
Exactly.
So to speak, we ain't teaching no world-friendly doctrine like the other Israelite camps are. So the thing is this, man. You sisters out there, what I got to say to y'all, hey, if you watching the videos and you don't have a husband, then just keep watching the videos and pray to the Lord. And the Lord will bless you, sisters. Your job is just one day when the Lord bless you with a man of the Lord, to stick with that man. That's it. Stick with that man and be loyal to that man. That's the job of you sisters out there to do. That's the only job y'all got, because women are not supposed to be soldiers. The men are the soldiers. The men are the elect. You sisters that are ordained to make it, your job is just to serve that man. Be the servant and bow down and worship that man. That Israelite man of the elect, okay? But for you brothers that's of the elect out there, your job is to be a soldier. That's why we tell you, watch them war movies, man. We told the brothers that years ago. Platoon, even Dead Presidents, with my man Lorenz Tate and Smokey Chris Tucker. That was a good movie, man. And Keith David was in that as well, I believe.
Yep.
A few other people. The other light-skinned nigga with the eye.
We know that cat.
Yeah, we know him. What's that nigga name?
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard was in it. Okay, a few niggas were in it. That's a damn good movie, man. Dead Presidents. That came out like damn near almost 20 years ago. Over there. And in the movie, Lorenz Tate, he was a little kid in the hood, but he went to Vietnam, joined the Marines, and then he changed. His whole spirit changed. When he was back in the world, he was simple, but then when he went to the Marine Corps and went to Vietnam, he was a grunt. Matter of fact, the group that he was in was a special unit, reconnaissance unit. So he changed up. And then the scene where they was on R&R, and him and Chris Tucker, Smokey, was sitting there drinking and talking shit. And he was like, yeah, man. He said, I got my woman knocked up before I left. I got a baby daughter back in the world. And this guy, Chris Tucker, was being, man.
He says, how come you don't never carry a picture around?
He said, yo, nigga, never seen a picture, nigga. And then my man, that's one of my favorite Vietnam movies. Which the whole movie really wasn't based on Vietnam, but the Vietnam segment was like the best segment of the movie. And my man Lorenz Tate, that nigga's a good actor, because he looked like he really looked like he was a nigga in Vietnam that meant business, man. Mm-hmm. He looked at Smokey, he said, look at me, nigga. Look at me, nigga. He looked me in my eyes, nigga. He said, let me tell you something, I don't give a fuck about nothing in the world. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about my baby daughter. I don't give a fuck about Juanita. All I care about is this motherfucker right here where I'm at right now. Yeah. Right, nigga, and you remember that. He told him, he was focused.
Yeah. Because he knew that if he would have had his mind back in the world, he would have been killed.
That's right.
Because he ain't focused on the mission at hand.
He said it. He said, I don't give a fuck about the world or nothing that's in it right now while I'm in this motherfucker.
That's why I believe he said he didn't even have no pictures.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because Chris told me, let me see a picture. Nigga, he said, look, nigga, I ain't got no picture. Yeah. Okay? For you family man guys. Now, people will run with that. You do got so-called brothers in this thing that have families.
Right.
Some of us do have children. I got children. Both of us we have children, for your information.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes, we do. But you know what? I don't be thinking about my kids, man. I think about them when I'm not doing the work of the Lord. Okay?
That's right, because there's a mission at hand.
That's right, man.
Now, if I may read this, Apostle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is back in Philippians 3:12, right? It says, but I follow after, right? So I looked up that word follow, and the word follow comes from the Greek word diopo, right? To make, to run, or flee. Put to flight, drive away. To run swiftly in order.
Swiftly in order. In order. A lot of people don't like order.
That's right.
Okay.
To catch a person or thing. To run after.
What's the thing? The thing we're running after is the salvation. Yeah. To make it up out of here. To quote a phrase of one guy, just about getting on that chariot at the end of the day, right?
It says to press on.
To press on, which is what we doing through the Spirit and the grace of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Regardless of all the bullshit, regardless of whatever, regardless of who falls by the wayside, we pressing on, man. High Priest Jaquab used to always say this. Look, man, if a nigga can't get it, just forget him. We moving on.
Yep.
And by the way, I knew High Priest Jaquab on a personal level. I was blessed to know High Priest Jaquab on a personal level.
You took care of him.
Okay, me and Apostle Cabal, we're such big demons, we took care of High Priest Jaquab when he was getting elder. We were two of the brothers that helped look after High Priest Jaquab, man.
Yep.
Okay?
It says figuratively of one who in a race runs swiftly to reach the goal.
Now, you know what? When you running, right? Now, when you working out, when you jogging
Right.
and shit like that, when you getting toward the end, you speed up, you sprint to try to finish it out, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says to seek after eagerly.
Like that, like them what they call them in the Olympics, them like Jesse Owens was, them what's
Not marathon.
no, not marathon, sprint runners.
Relay.
This is a relay race.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's a relay race because the scriptures say that, you know, the prophets have to prophesy 2 or 3, right? 2 or 3.
That's
and if
right.
a thing is revealed to one that's standing by, let the first one keep silence and let him come in and speak. So it's a relay race. You know, you keep passing that torch. You know, you keep passing, you know, that baton. You know, and one brother is running at first, then he'll pass the baton to another brother, and that brother might pass it back to him. So it's like a back and forth race. That's why the Apostle Paul would compare the truth to a certain Olympic Games back then.
That's right.
Because, you know, he was, you know, because them Israelites in a Greek state of mind, in a Greek fashion, understood about those Olympic Games.
That just like today when we be teaching, myself, Apostle Tahar, right? Primarily what we always talk about is, you know, boxing, because we're into that. So I will always go into the, because it's heavy. Boxing, it relates to the truth perfectly, man. Wrestling, boxing, you know, about throwing, like I did in the video the other day, when you throw a punch, any punch, jab, hook, you got to put your body into it.
Yeah.
If you arm punch, you ain't gonna hurt the guy. But if you put that whole body into a pop,
Right.
whop, whop, you gonna knock the guy out.
You're going to walk him.
Or if you don't knock him out, you gonna hurt him, you gonna rock him.
Yeah, like certain cats we know.
Yep, that's right, that's right.
This is back in Philippians 3 and 12. It says, not as though I had already attained, either were already perfect, but I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which also I am apprehended of Yahweh Shai.
The kingdom, man.
That's it.
Salvation. What's the salvation? To make it to the kingdom. Being delivered out of America and getting on those ships and being brought back down so we can apprehend the elites, man,
That's right.
of Esau and the other nations.
It says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do.
We haven't got it yet. Not at this moment. We will soon, but if we haven't achieved it yet. Go ahead.
But this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind.
Forgetting those things which are behind. You can't sit back and float on what you did in the past.
That's right.
You got to keep moving on. A lot of guys talking about, look, I did that already. I didn't really went out speaking. I don't got to go out speaking no more. I was out speaking 20 years ago.
He
I
that
did all
endureth
that.
to the end, the saints shall be saved.
Thank you. So you guys, well, look, I was in One West. I was a 5-shield general. I did this. I did that.
Yeah?
We don't got to go out speaking no more. We did that back then. We don't got to do that no more.
And what are you doing now?
Yeah.
It says, and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Going out on the camp. It's starting to get cold now. It's starting to get brick cold. Okay? It's starting to get brick cold again. You know what I mean? So the weather's changing. We're gonna be out there, Lord's will. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're doing by doing these videos, all up on the videos, all up on the TV. Prophesying, teacher. Okay.
It says, I press toward the mark.
Going out speaking, doing these videos. Okay, go ahead.
It says, I press toward.
Because that's it. That's that press. Right now we're pressing toward the mark. Abaratazai Saturday we're gonna be pressing toward the mark. Maybe tomorrow. Well, fuck shit. We're doing a video. We're gonna be doing videos all throughout whenever the spirit get on, brothers. Go ahead, man.
It says, I press toward the mark.
Somebody still got Matthews for me?
Now the word mark is from the word scopos, which goes back to the word scopeo. It means to be vigilant, to be a watchman, to watch, right? So I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High.
The high calling, this is a high calling. To get this truth, man, for you to be called is a high calling. There are millions of Israelites out there. So all you guys out there that have received the knowledge of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and primarily if you know his name, you know the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and you received it, and you found out that you was an Israelite, and you were ordained to come out here and teach, and you ain't doing it, you forsook a high calling. All you guys, and I'm talking about, hey, I'm talking about brothers in GMS and outside of GMS. Even, I gotta say, even these other camps, right? IUIC, ISUPK, or IUIC, Nate talking about Christ, but Nate knows the name of the Most High. Because when I saw the man, he saluted me in the name and told me, with the brother in the room right now as a witness, I know that the name of the Most High is Yahweh. I know his son's name is Yahweh Shai. And I teach my congregation that.
Yeah.
So that means that IUIC knows the name of the Most High and his son. We know that ISUPK know because they use it. They use the name. General Yohana, you know, ISUPK, they say, they use them occasionally. They say Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, you know. HODC, they know the name of the Most High and his son. So even they received the high calling. Now the ones amongst them that's of the elect, the Lord is going to deal with them. You see what I'm saying? But the ones of them that's not going out and teaching and doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're neglecting that high calling. So if you're an Israelite and you know the name of the Father and the Son, and you got the knowledge and you will know the scriptures, you're supposed to be out there pushing this word vigorously, man. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Come. It says,
and outside of that, other brothers around or other groups around, you know, and the other camps that's out there, you know, you got Men of Valor, and you got other people out there, other freelancers or so-called brothers or guys that's out there teaching, okay?
Yeah. Hey, well, just keep on teaching.
Just keep on teaching, man.
Keep on fighting, keep on striving.
Stay focused on the mission.
And beware of your surroundings. Beware of you know, men, guys that are just coming around you. You know, you got to beware of everybody.
That's
man.
right, man.
You know, you got to, you know, you just can't welcome just anybody into your home.
That's right, man.
Because you have guys out there that's trying to overthrow this truth.
That's right.
You know?
That's right, that's right. You got to stay focused, man. The scriptures tell you, man, try a friend. The scriptures tell you, try a friend, man. You see what I'm saying? But you know, all this must needs be, which we're going to leave it to that. There's more in there, right?
Yeah, I'm going to finish that up, but I just got a quick picture.
Yes, sir, please.
This is Proverbs 4:18. It says, but the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
That's the Most High, Yahweh Shai, man. Because it's like you in the dark. You walking up a dark road, but you see that light in the distance, and the closer you get into the light, it gets brighter. It gets brighter. So that's the salvation. That's when we actually come into the presence of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. We're gonna be in the presence of Yahweh Shai and the Most High on that day. So we're here. The light is bright now because we're almost right there. See?
And they see the light. That's what Yahweh Shai said. No man lighted the candle and put it up under the bed, a bushel.
Yeah.
You know? He said, but he put it up so that the light can shine on men. You know, so he said, therefore let your loins be girded about with truth and your light shining. And that's what's happening right now. And that's the reason why people are mad, because they see the light shining. They see the oil burning brightly. You know, they see, you know, the standard. They see that city up on a hill, and they want to be on that city, but they can't be.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
They envy it. So instead of just you know, falling back, praying to the Lord for them to achieve that or to get there, they rather scoff and talk shit and try to destroy this thing because they know they can't achieve it. Mm-hmm. You know? So that's why what's happening right now, there's a great sifting going on, and the Spirit was on me to do a video called The Great Sifting.
That's right. That's a heavy video. That's right.
And I didn't know why the Spirit had me make it, but I understand, you know, that it's going on right now because the Lord is shaking things up, and a lot of guys are getting caught up in that. That's why the name of this lesson is keeping focus, you know, to keep focus on that path, on the mission.
God.
Why? Because there's still a mission at hand.
That's right, man.
You know, and that mission requires you to stay on that straight and narrow path to get to the kingdom.
That's right, and we're soldiers. And you know what? Soldiers, what? A soldier is somebody, like I said, I mentioned the movie Dead Presidents. Okay, the dude was in war. And when he was out there in the field, man, there were people shooting at him, bombs going up around him. It wasn't easy, and that's why he said he wasn't thinking about his woman and kids, because he was like, yo, I'm in a mission right now. I got people out here trying to kill me.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of a fucking jungle, okay,
Yeah.
with people using stealth tactics trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Platoon, the movie Platoon, another awesome war movie.
Keep your shit wired tight.
Keep your shit wired tight. Them dudes are in the jungle. They was full,
Yeah.
like Barnes and Elias.
Yeah.
William Dafoe, played by William Dafoe and Tom Berenger. Them two characters in the movie,
They were veterans.
they were focused.
Yeah.
The Barnes, he was like the so-called bad guy in the movie.
Yeah.
But Barnes was really just doing his job.
Yeah.
He had that focus. Look at his
He had
eye.
the mission.
He was a
in hand.
warmonger.
Yeah.
And even Elias, William Dafoe, he was
Yeah.
focused.
Yeah.
Them guys just lived to be at war.
That's
Okay?
all they knew.
That's all they fucking knew. And then there's other movies. Well, hey, even the new movie that with Denzel, Magnificent Seven.
Yeah. Yeah. That was bad.
I don't know who didn't see that movie yet, brothers. If you didn't, I don't know if it's still in the theaters.
Spoiler alert.
You got to see the movie. Well, maybe fuck them. They should have seen it by now.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Oh, I'm saying fuck, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in the movie,
It's a joke.
it's a joke. Them
Yeah.
dudes were focused
Yeah, that's right.
because
Right.
they were called upon to do a mission,
Yep.
and Denzel was focused. And then all the guys in the
That were
movie
with
that
him.
he recruited, they were all focused.
And notice he didn't just pick no wimpy dude. You know,
Nope.
he picked the best.
That's
Even though
right.
they were considered to be bad guys and
Ooh.
were wanted for whatever they did, he saw potential in them to get the mission out.
That's right. That's another beautiful
That's
way.
bad,
Yeah,
bad.
that's right. See Magnificent Seven. Yeah, because even at the end of the movie, she said, no matter what they were in life, they came. For the ones of them that died. Because if you watch it, go see the movie. They were considered like, kind of like outlaws or bad guys.
Yeah.
People look down on them.
Yeah.
My man from Law and Order, the big guy, he was like a crazy, wild killer.
Yeah.
Killed people. The gambler dude, he was really a criminal.
Yep.
The Issachar dude, he was a criminal. And then the Gaddite, he was considered a savage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Doing all kind of crazy stuff, and even Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke
and
and the
the
Ammonite dude, yeah.
They were considered to be scumbags.
Scumbags. They were basically killing people for money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But they had a mission in hand, and he picked them.
They were all from
specifically
different walks of life
Yeah.
that came together under one cause.
for one mission, to stay on that path.
That's right.
So like I gotta read
Yeah,
this.
read it.
Philippians 3:15. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded, and
Be like-minded,
Come.
okay? We're supposed to all be in one accord, man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And so like I'm a little excited.
That's okay. That's okay.
It says, and if in anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal even this unto you. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by.
We attained the knowledge.
Come.
We got the knowledge part, the spiritual part of the kingdom of heaven we already attained.
Come.
We got that back when Yahushua came on the scene in Matthew's the 10th chapter. That was the beginning of the church of Yahushua.
Come.
But really, realistically, we had it even before then. Because those men that were the disciples that followed, starting with the 12, John the Baptist had it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And John the Baptist didn't really follow Yahushua per se. He was really on the scene before Yahushua came about.
He was a
He was a forerunner to you, but he had it.
Yeah.
I prove it to you. What did John the Baptist say? He cursed out the Pharisees and the scribes, them wicked ones,
Yep.
and said, "Who tempt you? Tempters? You come to my baptism, man.
Yeah.
Who
you vipers, who have warned you to flee from the wrath
from the
that
wrath to
come.
come?" Then he said, "Bring forth fruits meet for repentance."
That's right.
So he had it.
Beautiful, yeah.
He was a prophet, man. But what about prior to that? What about Elijah the prophet, Elisha the prophet, Moses, Aaron, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Tobit, Obadiah, Zephaniah, Zechariah. They had it.
Yeah.
But they didn't have it. They didn't really. But they did know about Yahushua.
Yeah.
Because the Lord they knew about him in the spirit.
Hey, well, the scriptures say that all the prophets, they inquired of the sufferings of Yahushua, so that afterwards, because they knew once Yahushua suffered, the kingdom would follow after.
Yeah.
So they all inquired about that, you know?
They knew a Messiah would come. The prophecies of the Messiah in Isaiah, man.
Yeah.
They knew that the Messiah would come, who would be Yahushua. They knew that a Messiah was going to come.